marijuana grows are getting busted and closing down, and they have to get rid of all the equipment that's... Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm, and for you guys that follow other farm channels or homestead channels, you probably recognize where I'm at already. A lot of y'all came over from his channel a while back, and you guys still watch us, so yeah, we're at Crandall's. You can see his greenhouse. Let me show you. You can see his greenhouse. Have you put most of this out yet? This portion of the build out, right? Okay. So y'all can see where he's at on this greenhouse build that he's doing. Now y'all know, y'all are aware that he picked all this up. He picked all this up free. Yep. But you had to do all the work yourself.
In exchange for all the labor.
Right. You had to do all the work yourself. You had to clean up the mess that was left by the previous owners. But he got a free greenhouse out of it. And he's got plenty of extra that he's going to donate to us a little bit as well. So we're going to pick up some greenhouse material and bring it back to our farm. Okay, Crandall, let us know exactly how you came across picking this up for free.
So when we moved here, there was a grow that was going on just down the street from us, and I think.
And when you mean grow, you mean?
I mean farm.
Marijuana
yeah,
farm.
It was a full-on marijuana grow. I mean, they had 19 of these greenhouses that are 100-foot long, 30-foot wide, and then they had 8 or 10 metal buildings that were 200 feet long by 30 feet wide. I mean, just a major, major operation. Thankfully, it shut down right when we moved here. All of our neighbors had nothing good to say about it. Because it brought in a lot of riffraff people, trespassers, all sorts of stuff like that. I got nothing wrong with it if it's done legally, but they did not hold a license to do it, and so they got shut down. They also apparently could not get enough power to run all of the grow equipment
right.
When they had it out there. So that was another issue that they had. So it kind of all came and culminated, and they ended up getting shut down about 3 years ago, and since then everything has just gone to crap. All of the greenhouses, all of the property, and so that's why they came and said, hey, if you'll clean up your area around your greenhouse, then you can have it. So I went and I picked up 200-foot by 30-foot greenhouses, which they were double hooped on the inside, so technically 4 greenhouses.
Gotcha.
So we're going to be sending Mike home with one. We've got one here, and hopefully be selling the rest.
So all the pieces I need are in this pile, so we're going to need, I think, 12 total, like, verticals here. 12 of those.
12 hoops.
Yeah, 12 hoops. So that's what we're going to grab real quick.
We need you to move your bike and stuff because we're going to be walking to the trailer.
Is it pretty heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
Is it? Okay.
So this is obviously one side. We got to make sure there's a male and a female. So let's make sure we get, what, 12 of each?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. How many do you want to grab at once?
We can grab 3 or 4.
Okay.
If you can keep track of.
So that's 1 of each, or 2 of each right there.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So if you want to grab it that way. If you're hurting, I can do these one at a time. That's 4 of each. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot, isn't it?
Top. One more of those. That's 12.
That's 8, yeah.
8.
So 2 more times. You wanna go on top again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just need one more set, right?
Yeah. So, all right, so we have the hoop pieces loaded up on the trailer. We have 12 female and 12 male on that. Now we've got, and also, let me show you this. We also have, like, this piece here is already attached. We needed 2 females and 2 males for each end of the hoop, because that's what holds in the plastic. So we have 2 of each of those. Now I've got 24 of these stakes, and this goes down in the ground 2 to 3 feet. I'm just gonna load all these in the bed of the truck, since they're only about, 3.5, 4 feet. And then after that, we'll load up the horizontal pieces, which is basically that piece right there you see. Hey Maverick, did you help me?
Yeah.
You carried some over to the truck, didn't you? Thanks for your help, buddy. I appreciate it. Hey, you know I have a duck just like that. As a matter of fact, that might be my duck's mama. Because all my ducks came from your farm.
What?
Yeah, all my ducks at my farm, they came from your farm. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. You give me emerald and then you get eaten by raccoon.
Oh, he got eaten by a raccoon? Oh man, darn it. I had a duck the other day that got eaten by something. Probably a raccoon, just like yours. Okay, so I pulled my truck forward. Everything's loaded on the trailer, strapped in, secure. We unloaded Crandall's trailer real quick. Got a few things out of the back as well. Now what we're doing is, he's got about 6 of those posts in the ground that he wants removed because he decided to put it in a different spot. So I'll take you around there and show you that real quick.
If you don't mind pushing on that.
All right, you ready? You ready?
Yep.
I was sinking into the ground too. I may have went too high. Come back up just a little bit. There you go.
So the first one of these that we took down,
Yeah.
we pulled them all out by hand like this. Is that too high?
No. Golly, it sinks into the ground like an inch. Good.
That sand and clay, you can just
Oh yeah.
suctions that thing in there.
Okay, so while we're out here with Crandall and Marcie, we're going to check these 2 goats. They pulled the buck out roughly about probably 125 days ago then,
Yeah.
if April 9th is the date, latest date.
Yeah.
Okay. So they still have a few weeks that they could be pregnant.
They
And
have
have
to have them within the next 3 weeks.
April 9th, you said,
Yeah.
right? So we're going to do a quick ligament test. And you have to watch Crandall's video to see up close and personal how we do this. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me and see me from a distance.
See her.
But we
she's
gotta catch
filled
them,
up
too.
with Milk a lot.
What's their names?
I'm telling her.
No, it's Southeast Georgia and Carolina. Silly boy. Come over here, Mabby. See if they'll go in.
Go get your food.
Her udder actually has filled up more in the last.
A few days or a few weeks. Yeah. All right, they are trapped now.
We got them here.
All right.
So I'm seeing that.
Okay, come in here. I want you to feel this. Feel right here. Feel that pencil shape. It's like a tendon.
Yeah, like goes up and like.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see like a void.
Yeah.
That has to get real loose.
That
That has to be
one's
really
slacking.
loose. Yeah. This is really tight. And it still feels like a pencil.
Okay.
So if it still feels like a pencil, she's quite a bit away or not pregnant. One or the other.
Well, we've seen the baby kick. I believe.
Her bag was not that full.
It's gotten more full over the last week, and I mean I guess there is a chance we've been seeing something else. You know, her just insides moving, not.
She's more than 2 weeks, I would say.
Okay.
If she's pregnant, she's more than 2 weeks.
Still a ways.
Yeah. This one's definitely pregnant.
Yeah.
You can see it.
For sure.
Yeah. You can feel this one's looser.
Any difference?
It's a little different, but it's still pretty tight. It's still there. Come feel this one. It's similar. It's harder to find.
Yeah.
And it goes, like normally you'll feel it from here all the way across. So this top part is loosening up. You're not feeling it. But you can still...
Oh, I do feel it like halfway down.
Yeah.
Then you can feel something.
Right.
Oh,
On her,
okay.
you felt it all the way, pretty much.
Okay.
So the further this goes down where you can't feel it, the closer she's getting.
Okay.
Because she needs that to loosen up a lot to have
All
birth.
the way.
Yeah, to have birth.
Her bag is definitely not as tight as that other goat,
Okay.
which is weird.
I would still say she's 2 weeks though.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe a week. I would say 8 to 12 days.
All right, we got the estimate.
I would say she's 2 weeks, but we had a goat that looked very similar. Didn't look like she was showing at all. And she had a single, and it was small.
And her bag isn't as big as that.
Yeah, her bag wasn't even that big.
Okay, what about the other one?
He says 8 to 10 days. 2 weeks on the Brown, 2 weeks on Georgia, and 8 to 10 days on Carolina. Am I ever convinced Tanya to come out here and go for an airplane ride? Where are you going? You're going to East South Georgia?
East South Georgia.
Yep.
Hey, that's kind of Valdosta. Yeah. Rosa? Yeah. That's where Brennan's wife's from.
That's funny.
Valdosta, Georgia. Y'all gonna get sunburned.
This one glows.
Yeah.
Pilot.
Okay, y'all, so it's been a few days since we've been over at Crandall and Marcie's to pick up this greenhouse you see in the background here. I want to turn you around and show it to you, and then kind of where I plan on taking it and stuff like that. Y'all know it is so windy out here. Before I do that, I want to do a little experiment. Right now, I have my mic on. You guys shouldn't hardly hear much wind at all. You should just be able to hear me. But I want to take my mic off. Actually, I'm just going to take the connection off and just let you hear me talking with the wind in the background. See which one you prefer. Okay, so it's not as windy as it was, but it's still windy. So I'm going to show you. Like, here's a couple of chickens. I'm just gonna walk around in a circle real quick and show you every direction that the wind would be blowing. Like right now it's kind of weird. It's kind of calmer than it was. It's kind of weird how it hits me like that. It is kind of weird how it hits like that. It'll get real windy and then die down for a little while and then get real windy again. So you can see like his feathers are moving just a little bit, but earlier it was really windy. We might go out and take a look at the goats. Might go out and take a look at the goats here in a minute as well. Kind of do some farm chores at the end of this video. Okay, so now I've got the mic back on, and we'll do the same thing. We'll just kind of go in a circle so you can kind of hear the wind from any direction. And it's not bad. I'm pretty sure y'all should be able to hear me pretty clearly and not much wind. I mean, you'll hear some, but not a whole lot. Okay, let's talk about what we got up here on the trailer. So this is everything we loaded. I didn't show y'all me loading everything. Obviously, that would have taken a lot of video time. But I have a lot of horizontals here. I've got a couple of the bent ones as well, because I'm gonna have to do some cutting. So I took some of the bent ones. This is a door that I plan on putting on the chicken coop side of the build that I'm gonna do. These are the stakes to hold it into the ground, hold it in place. They're about, right at 3 feet, 3.5 feet maybe. And then all my hoops, one for each side. So one female, one male. So I needed 12, but that's a total of 24 pieces there. Strapped it down real good. Oh, I forgot to show y'all these while we were there. This is the part that you actually crank up the plastic, the vinyl or whatever it is. I am gonna leave all this on the trailer for probably 8 more days. And the reason I say that is I'm going back to work tomorrow. I don't like to do a whole lot of big chores on my 8 days on at work because for one, I wake up at like 3 in the afternoon. I sleep all day because I work nights. So I'll wake up at 3, have to be back at work, leave here probably around 8-ish, somewhere in there. So I've got 5 hours to do, family stuff, farm stuff, mainly get my chores done and spend some time with Tanya and the family and things like that. So I don't want to start too big of a project that takes several days. So my first day off next week, so 8 to 9 days from now, I'll take this trailer up to where I'm about to take you now. We'll drop everything off and get started on it. So this guy does not like me anymore. See how he's following me? See watch what happens. I walk this way, if I go this way, he's keeping an eye on me. He doesn't want me around his girls. Samson. So yeah, he's kind of see, he's following me again. He's kind of a mean rooster now, but I don't get in there very often. I don't have to get in that pen very often at all. I'm gonna show you before we walk up there. All right, so y'all should see the trailer kind of in the background. That's where everything's at. That's where I just showed you. Now I'm gonna turn you around 180 degrees. Now, right behind our house is gonna go the greenhouse. So let's take you that way. Okay, so now we are directly behind the house. Probably, 50 yards behind the house. And you can kind of see where I've tried to build a garden before in the ground. I just had no luck whatsoever. No luck. So this year we're doing nothing but raised beds on the outside. okay? And then basically, well, let me just show you. I've done a video on this sort of, where you see this step-in stake, and that step-in stake is where I want to put a chicken coop, a chicken pen. So that's where I plan on building maybe this greenhouse chicken coop that I've got an idea on, okay? And then everything over here, like this vegega bed, all this over here will be raised beds. And this is about the flattest land I have on the property, right in here. And then a little bit that way as well. And you can kind of see it. So where you see the trailer, that's not our property. There's a fence right there. Well, basically where that cedar is, there's a fence there. So again, that's probably another 80 yards, almost a football field away. It doesn't look like it on video, but it probably is. So this is all gonna be fruit trees out all the way up to our fence. And then basically where you see this grass starting right here is where I want to put the greenhouse. 35 to 40 feet. Of course, it'll be 30 feet wide, you know, here, and it'll run that direction. So that's my idea. I think that's a pretty flat area to work with. I mean, it's obviously slanted this way. It's going downhill, but not drastically like here. Here is real drastic. I mean, you can see like where Millie's at, the dog, that's probably a good 5 feet elevation up there. It may not look like it on video, but. So this is another goat pen. I'll move some goats up there pretty quick. The tiny houses in the back are my brothers. They've both passed away. So those are empty, but we got plans for those as well. This will all be occupied by goats here pretty soon. You can even see some Premier One fence right there that I'm getting ready to put up. I got 3 different fences out there. So you can see the idea is coming along. I just got to get started on it. It won't be long. Hopefully I can, basically what I plan on doing is delivering the material over here next week and possibly starting on it, getting my son Brendan to help me, maybe even calling Crandall and seeing if he'll come over and help. It's kind of funny. I have a great relationship with Crandall. I think Crandall's a great kid. I call him a kid. He's a man. He's obviously got 3 kids of his own, but he reminds me of myself, and I've mentioned this in several videos. Him and Marcie remind me and Tanya of ourselves. We raised 3 boys, just like they're raising 3 boys. I'm not saying they're done. They could have more kids, but me and Tanya raised 3 boys. We were young when we got started. I've got 2 boys older than Crandall. So it's kind of awkward that, hopefully he doesn't think it's awkward that some old man is like his YouTube friend, you know, and I'm old enough to be his dad. I'm sure his dad is probably my age or maybe a year or 2 older than me, probably not much, or maybe younger than me, I don't know. Crandall's 25. I have a son that's about to be 29 and a son that's about to be 26. And of course, you guys know I have Braxton. He just went off to the military. He's 18. So I know the shoes that Crandall's in. I've raised 3 boys. Tanya knows the shoes that Marcie's in. So we just get along with them really well. I wish we were in our 20s and starting a YouTube career. You know, that would be totally different. I think our channel would be totally different as well. So I'm more of the laid back YouTuber. Homestead YouTuber. You know, I don't get out there and do a lot of crazy stuff. I just kind of keep it chill and kind of like my personality, kind of like who I am, you know. I'm just chill, nothing dramatic, kind of simple. All right, y'all, so hopefully here pretty soon we're going to see a really good transformation on this. I've got raised beds already built. I just got to put them together. They'll be right here. I'll have 3 right here, and they'll be 12 foot long going this way. I'm probably going to get 1 or 2 more of these vegega beds, especially if I can get them to sponsor a video or 2. And they'll basically go there, and then I'd like to put 2 more on the other side of the chicken coop as well. And then like I was saying, I did start a compost pile right here the other day, or not too long ago. I have not flipped it yet, so I need to flip that. But a lot of this will have fruit trees, y'all. I don't know if y'all follow, I know I've mentioned him before, but Oklahoma Setter Jeff over there, he's got a great fruit tree orchard where he's got other plants along his trees that kind of complement each other. And that's what I plan on doing over there. So we'll be growing some, I don't know, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, whatever we can grow with a tree is what we plan on doing. And as you see, I've already ordered some stuff and gotten some stuff delivered. I went and picked this up from Jeff over at Oklahoma Homesteader as well. My compost pile will get massive here pretty soon, y'all. I got plenty of extra dirt that came from the pool. So if I need to level things out, I can use that dirt right there. I could even get rid of this fence, which I plan on getting rid of the fence anyway, and move it that way if I had to. I mean, I got another 15 acres over there, which that's all pretty much trees. This is an 8-acre pasture here. I don't plan on using it all for garden, obviously. I only plan on going to, we had it marked at one point. Yeah, basically about right here. So basically here, it'll go all the way, well, there used to be a fence there. There's no fence there. We already took that fence down. But it'll come this direction, give me all this space to use right here for garden and fruit trees and greenhouse and all that. All right, so hopefully you stuck around this long. You got the lowdown on where the greenhouse is gonna go, our plans for it. Like I said earlier, I do plan on doing a greenhouse and a chicken pen or coop or whatever you want to call it out of all this material. Of course, the chicken coop and stuff will have to put a lot more material into that as well, like fencing, building the actual chicken house portion of it. But you kind of know my ideas now. So that's going to be, like I said, in the future, 8 to 10 days away, maybe 12 days away. We'll start doing all that work out there. But if you guys are still interested in the video, hopefully you're sticking around. We're gonna take care of some of the chickens, feed them out real quick, maybe go take a look at the couple of baby goats. Okay, y'all, the chicken feed I feed all my chickens is a 16% feed that I get from Cook Feed and Outdoors here in Oklahoma. There are several locations kind of in the central part of the state. And then the black specks you see there is black oil sunflower seed. That adds a little bit more protein, plus it helps their feathers and their coat a little bit. So that's all I have in this pen right here is 5 chickens, 4 girls and that rooster. The rooster is a death layer, plus there's 2 death laying hens in there. And then the black one's a black Australorp. And then this one right here closest to us, it's a frizzle, silky, I don't know, something. It's a mix of some things. She's usually pretty cute, but that rooster's kind of messing with her right now, so. Might need to take her out, put her with some more calm chickens. All right, they got plenty of water. They're good with water. So that chicken tractor right there is a complete build video series. So I'll link that series of videos down in the description of the video as well if y'all are interested in looking at something like that. So those hens, those 4 hens give me maybe on average 2 eggs a week. I don't know why. It may be because that rooster's so aggressive. The death layers, I think, since they've been in that pen, have only given me 3 eggs total. And then the black Australorp has probably given me 3 eggs. Or maybe it's the frizzle, or whatever silky thingy that is. Not sure. I don't get a whole lot of eggs out of there yet. Okay, so these are my Leghorns and American breast chickens. There's quite a few in there. They have already been fed. Their feeders are full. They've probably got another day's worth of feed before I need to feed them. But they're looking pretty good. They're pretty happy in there. They give me I'll probably get about a dozen eggs out of there every day, currently. Yeah, there's some big roosters in there. Look at that dude, he's a big guy. I do not have a Leghorn rooster in there. All the roosters in there are American breast roosters. Okay, let's head over to the baby goats and check on them. I do have about 2 or 3 goats that still haven't kitted out. Golly, the wind picked up really bad. Woo. All right, we're coming, girls, we're coming. This little boy here, he's so adorable. I wish I was a girl. Both of these are boys. These are Beauty's babies. Both boys. That's Bottle Cap's baby, and that's a little girl. Both of them are boys up against the fence. Oreo has triplets. This one closest to us is a girl. This is Cinnamon's babies, girl, boy. Trixie's babies, this one here in the back is a girl. The one in the front's that boy I just showed you. Jumpers, that one right there is a girl. The white one's a boy. Ginger, her baby is a girl. Kara, her baby's right there. That's a girl. She's a cutie. She's probably my youngest goat, I think. Either that one or Ginger's baby. I think they were born the same day. And then I think, let's see here, the ones that are still pregnant, it's obviously this one. This is Crybaby. We don't know why you're not having your baby yet. You can see she's obviously pregnant, y'all. Can I see your rear end without you moving? Nothing. And then I think this one's pregnant. This is Coconut. She'd be a first-time mama. She's 18 months. Well, she's about 20 months old now. Nope, she is actually 2 years old now. She was born in March, 2 years ago. That's one of the triplets, little boy. Yeah, Beauty's babies are so adorable. I wish they were girls. They're both boys. Hi, buddy. Hi, Beauty. That's Samoa. That's the two boys that were up against the fence earlier. I wish she would give me a couple of girls. So Coconut, right over there, the black one, is her daughter from 2 years ago. King of the hill. Hey. Hi, Cinnamon. Oh, Silas is getting jealous. He wants me to pet him. Okay, y'all, that's a little quick update on the farm. A couple of chickens. Showed you how some of the chickens are doing, how all the baby goats are doing. They're all doing great right now. We're having a great kidding season this year. I do want to thank Crandall and Marcie for having us out the other day and for giving us a portion of their hard work, which is that greenhouse. I know he could sell those, but he decided to donate a little bit of it to us, so that's awesome. I really do like Crandall and Marcie. I think they're great people. So if you guys don't know them, if you've never checked out their channel, make sure you go over there and check them out. It's the Eldredge fam. I'll leave a link down in the description. Make sure you guys go check them out if you would. It's just kind of fortunate that these marijuana grows are getting busted and closing down, and they have to get rid of all the equipment that's on there to really sell that land, to resell it, because a lot of people don't want to go in there and do all that work. So Crandall put in a lot of hard work tearing that stuff down. Really do appreciate him donating a little bit of it to us. So we know you guys choose your time wisely, and you guys chose to watch our video, and we really do appreciate that. We thank you a lot for that. Make sure you hit that like button for us, leave us a comment, and let us know how we're doing. We'll see y'all on the next video. Remember, do the good.
Fowler family farm. Come on.